One of the great things with Locate to You is that you can have a live tracking link that can be sent directly to your customer. This link can be sent via SMS or via email, and I'll show you a little bit of how you go about configuring this tracking link to work. A tracking link is set to work with every individual stop that you have inside of the system. So if you click on a stop, which I've got one here, and you click on this little icon here, this actually generates the tracking link. And so in this instance here, I'll click on it again, the tracking link's been created, and you'll see here, this is the URL that's created. So this is a unique URL. Okay, this will be active while this booking is actually active. The moment you complete this booking, this tracking link will then disappear and the link won't be active. The great thing about the tracking link is it works on mobile, or it works on desktop. You'll see the live location of your driver, where they're actually going to, and it will actually give an estimated arrival time. Okay, so you can see the arrival time here. Now, there's a couple of things that you can configure. First off, you can configure setting up the person's photograph, so that's a really nice feature. Their phone number, so if you want to include their phone number, that can be there as well. And you've got the ETA here, and so this instance here, there's a 60-minute window for that ETA. Now you can actually configure that to a smaller ETA, and I'll show you that in a second. And you've also got here then the company's logo, and I'll show you how you configure that. So the configuration is just go down to settings, so go to team, go to settings. Okay, so the first thing area here that I'll just do is I'll just go to team profile. Team profile here, this is where you actually set up the ETA time window. So that's where the 60 minutes. So if you want to show it down to the minute, you can say minute or 0, that's fine. You've also got the tracking behavior. And this is for the behavior of the driver that's actually doing that delivery. And so you want the drivers to actually have where they're sending their live GPS location, because that's going to automatically be sent to the tracking link, and then they can see that data there. So that's that area. The next thing you'll have here is under settings, under SMS settings. This is where the tracking link will be sent to your customers via SMS. Okay, so you have to go through and set up your Twilio settings and your Twilio account details. We can help you with that. But here you've got a list of all the different SMSs and based on the different statuses. And so the SMS will trigger based on these changing. Okay, so you can edit, click on the edit button. You can change the content here. So you've got the status is en route, when it will actually send, and you've got a list of all of the mail merge fields that we can then create here. So you can see there's lots available there. You can say your company name, delivery is en route. You can change whatever content you want to have there. So this is a really great feature. This is what set companies apart. And you want to think about sending that SMS at the time of when that driver's en route. You can send it when the trip's created, but also when that delivery is complete. And the great thing about that is sending it on completion is that you can then have another live tracking link sent, and that will allow you to actually track the review from that customer. So I'll show you a little bit about that now. Just before I do that, I'll also show you under settings, you've got brands. And this is where you can actually link multiple brands attached to your stops, or individual brands to a stop. And then this will allow you to have different logos. And so these logos can then appear on your tracking link. And so if you are dealing with multiple brands inside of your business, or you're doing work for multiple different types of customers, this is where you can actually do that in here, and really useful being able to do that. So what you also saw on the tracking link here was the person's picture, but also the status there. I'll just show you here. When you go to members, you'll have a list of all of your users there, and this is where you can actually upload the photograph. And so it'll automatically capture their photograph, it'll capture their picture of the person's head there. And then what you'll also notice here is, if you go to different statuses, you'll see that these statuses will automatically update on the tracking link. So this booking's now changed to be en route, and so it's now updated to be en route as well. So that gives you a really good idea. What you can also do now, if I set this booking to completed, I'm just going to change that one to complete. You'll see what will happen is automatically the tracking link is updated to completed, and then if you remove this bit here, okay, then it will actually ask for the review. And so this will mean that you can get that rating from that customer. The rating from that customer is super valuable, because what this means is that you know at the completion of every booking whether or not that customer's happy or not happy. And so getting this review is super valuable. So once you put that in there, okay, so you press submit, go back here, you can actually click on that booking, and you can see the star rating that's there inside of that booking. So you can click here, and it will actually open it up in more details. You can see the star rating. If you had comments, you'd see those in there as well. And you'd see any other sort of further information down the bottom there. But that gives you a bit of an overview on how the tracking link works. The tracking link is by far one of the best features inside of Locate to You. This really allows you to provide a really great customer experience, and I really encourage you to think about setting that up for SMS, but also for emails to your customers. It's super valuable. If you have any questions on how to go about configuring this or anything else you need help with, just contact us on the live chat or send us an email to hello@locate2u.com.